Outside Saudi Arabia, Jerusalem is the holiest city in the Islamic faith. Before Muslims prayed to Mecca, it was towards Jerusalem they directed their prayers. It is a city steeped in Islamic history. In almost every view of Jerusalem, you can see the slate-grey dome of our next wonder of the Muslim world, the Aqsa Mosque, and alongside it, the striking golden Dome of the Rock. Built within a few decades of the Prophet's death, it contains the stone from which Muslims believe Muhammad journeyed as he ascended to heaven.
The site of the Dome of the Rock is important for all three monotheistic religions. It's venerated by the Jews because that's where their temple was. It's venerated by the Christians for the connection with Jesus, who spent so much of his life in Jerusalem and taught there. And Muslims believe that it was from that very site that Muhammad set off on his miraculous journey to the seven heavens. And indeed, Muslims believe that this is where the Last Judgment will take place. It's very much in the style of a Christian building of the time, with perfect geometrical proportions. It's a double octagon, and with the favorite Christian decoration of the time, which is glass mosaic. What's different is that it has no figures on it, and instead it's almost an oasis, a fertile oasis of strange and wonderful supernatural plants. The survival of the great Muslim buildings of Jerusalem has to do with the veneration that Jews and Christians, as well as Muslims, have for the site. Sure, they'll change who owns what at any given time, but destroying, that's a very different matter.
Jerusalem is a divided city that has been destroyed twice, besieged 22 times, and been captured and recaptured 44 times. The Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock is a sight that 23-year-old Sameh Abdin sees every day as he drives about the city, working as a courier delivering newspapers. Sameh is a Palestinian living in East Jerusalem, where he grew up. Alongside the Dome of the Rock stands the Al-Aqsa Mosque. After two mosques in Saudi Arabia and Mecca and Medina, it is the third most revered mosque in the Muslim world. When he can, Sameh finds refuge here. Today he's come to say late afternoon prayers called Asr.
I feel that first of all, when I enter the Al-Aqsa Mosque, I relax. I feel myself to be happy. I leave the whole world behind me. I forget worries and forget problems. When I'm totally fed up, I like to come and sit here, pray, read the Quran, and gaze all around at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I wander around the courtyards and so on. I mean, it's something very, very lovely. You just look and you feel happy.
The Aqsa Mosque, we're looking at something that was probably first built in the late 7th century, a place for thousands of people to worship at one time. The idea is that of a basilica, that is not a dome building, but a pitched roof building, a bit like a parish church, if you like, with a central nave and two aisles, except that in this case, there's not one aisle on each side, but 5. So you get a very, very broad building. And you have to think how this extra scale turns into something that has emotional and symbolic force as well. This idea of an endless space, an endless repetitive space, a vanishing point with implications of infinity and eternity.
The inspiration for the design and the architecture, which has led to the creation of such splendor and beauty, comes from the verses of the Quran. Muslims believe that the Quran is the word of God as revealed to his messenger, Muhammad. That belief is what forms the first pillar of their faith. As we continue our journey, we'll explore each of the 5 pillars of Islam. Sameh's family home overlooks the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. These buildings act as a constant reminder how their faith has always coexisted with Christianity and Judaism in their city and across the world. At the end of the day, Sameh's family prayed together, not towards the building behind them, as all Muslims once did, but to Mecca, the place to which prayer has been directed for over 1,000 years, and the city that Sameh is hoping to visit for the first time in the next few days. In a very different part of the world, Isa is also planning his first trip to Mecca. He'll set off from the Spanish city of Granada, home to one of the most beautiful buildings in Europe, the Alhambra Palace, and our next wonder of the Muslim world.